Hello, hello, and welcome back to Temptations Ballad. We're going to the market district, you know? Doing the thing. Oh god, that is loud. Sorry guys, I forgot to readjust the audio. Oh, that's... So sorry. Okay. A mechanical cling filled the air as Sid twisted the lanius in his grip, the massive halberd shrinking back to its normal form. He panted heavily and wiped the sweat off his brow, before collapsing through the door of the small arcane shop. Clyde was right behind him with a proud grin.
Would you look at that? Well done. You're one hell of a quick learner, ain't you? Come. Settle down and take a break, man. I'll go grab you a drink. You deserve it after all the work you've done this morning.
Sid's ears drooped as he scratched his head bashfully.
Thanks! You're a good teacher, and, blacksmith. I have no idea this thing could, change its shape in so many ways. I'll be learning a lot from you.
He rested the silver halberd against the wall with a heavy thump. With the adrenaline and racing heartbeat of training slowly fading away, as Sid felt a heavy weight begin to settle across his shoulders again. He shook his head to clear his thoughts and glanced up at Clyde with a forced smile.
Hey, now that I'm getting the hang of the lanius, maybe I'll impress some important people at the brawl today. There's a chance folks might see what a good job you did on the lanius and be interested in sponsoring your blacksmithing career again. You'll come watch the tournament, won't you? People will want to meet the guy who made this masterpiece. This might be your chance to start your blacksmithing dream.
Clyde handed him a tankard of chilled ale with a small smile.
Thanks for your optimism, but nah. You're a rookie adventurer, aren't you? Best avoid associating yourself with a disgraced blacksmith like me. It's more trouble than it's worth. Besides, I gotta watch over this shop during the tournament. Old man Soul probably won't be very happy to hear that I left my post to watch a sporting match.
Sid's shoulders slumped in disappointment. He picked up the lanius and idly twirled it about, lost in thought.
I think you deserve better than this. The more I practice with the lanius, the more I realize what a true masterwork weapon it is.
Oh, have we seen this portrait? Oh, it's cute. How did the glasses stay up? Okay. Don't worry about it.
Sometimes I wonder if I really deserve to wield this thing. Shame it's wasted on a nobody like me.
Ah! Sid winced as an empty cupboard cup bounced off his head. He glanced up to see Clyde scowling sternly.
I'm not hearing any of this, deprecating nonsense. You're one of the few people who can even lift the damn thing. You're fine. True, you're kind of empty-headed sometimes, but you're an honest fella with a good heart. I couldn't ask for anyone better to wield my weapon. Work, whatever.
Sid's lips jerked into a doubtful grimace.
You sound like my mom when she's trying to cheer me up. All the positive, empty chatter.
Clyde raised an eyebrow.
You don't believe me. Of course I don't. Look at everyone else I'm working with.
He didn't notice that he had raised his voice until Clyde winced. Sid dropped his head apologetically and sat back down. Just a few days ago, I was just an unemployed bum bouncing from job to job because no one wanted me. I've always dreamed of being an adventurer, and I officially became one. From sheer dumb luck. Didn't do anything to deserve it. Just got plucked out of a crowd by Cole because I'm tall or something. How does that compare to the Creator's chosen one? Sid sighed and gripped the cool metal of his halberd tightly. I should be grateful, but I don't know. I've been feeling nothing but incompetent since I got here. Did you know I finally met my hero yesterday, Morrow Bonebreaker? I've always looked up to that legend of a man, but now I get to work closely with him. I even got to spar with the man too. A bitter laugh escaped his throat. Got the shit kicked out of me. My hero barely spared me a second glance. Artemia impressed him with flying colors, though. Good for her. Must be nice to be born with Creator's blessed powers. I guess it's easier to impress someone when you can shoot lightning out of your ass. Sid grumbled. Maybe I should start biting people. Oh my god, Sid. What does biting have to do with anything? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm just starting to sound really petty. Clyde smiled and gave Sid a supportive clap on the shoulder. Listen, man. Jealousy is a perfectly normal feeling. Ain't nothing shameful about it. When I first started out as a blacksmith, I was a damn nobody too. Seeing as all the other guys my age, who could perform better than me, pissed me off to no end. But you see what the real problem was. Sid peered at him curiously. What? Those other guys did nothing wrong. I was just being an insecure little baby who didn't deal with my frustration very well. So I just threw my frustration at everyone else. Clyde shrugged. Like I said yesterday, I didn't make any friends back in the day. A soft, nostalgic smile suddenly spread across the tiger's face. Then I met Cole. The little guy always knows how to give good pep talks. The best cure for envy is self-improvement. I started focusing on myself and taking little steps to improve my work. Probably helped that I had a cute little hyena cheering me on. The pissy jealous feeling in my chest went away when I wasn't busy comparing myself with others. Cole always used to say. Clyde's smile suddenly fell, and he took a deep swig of his ale. Anyway, don't feel too bad about being jealous, man. Everyone deals with it from time to time. Also, stop comparing yourself to the fucking chosen one. Everyone would feel like shit with those kind of standards. He jabbed a finger at Sid's chest. You know what I think you need. A mate. Heat instantly flashed across Sid's face. Oh, a what? A buddy. A peer. A bro, if you will. Someone on your level who you can talk shit with. Obviously can't be Cole, because he's your boss. My condolences, by the way. Artemi's the one you're comparing yourself with, so that's a no-go. You're participating in the tournament, right? There should be plenty of meat-headed warriors there. Go make some friends.
there's bound to be someone you can see eye to eye with.
Sid scratched his head nervously.
I guess. I'm not exactly the best with talking to people.
Clyde laughed and clapped Sid on the shoulder, good-naturedly.
Just throw some alcohol in there, and you'll be fine. Plus, it's a goddamn festival. Everyone's gonna be in a jolly mood. Just be your cute, clueless self. I'm sure some guy's gonna fall into your lap eventually.
Huh?
What do you mean by that?
Sid was suddenly cut off by the sharp toll of the city's bell tower. He sprang up to his feet as he counted each ring of the bell.
Aw, shit! How long have I been here? I was supposed to meet up with everyone in the town square right now. Thanks for the talk, Clyde, but I gotta get going.
Clyde smiled and leaned back in his chair.
Have fun out there, my man. I'll be working here in the meantime. Buy me a few souvenirs while you're there, will ya?
Sid froze. He patted his tight pants pocket frantically.
What's the matter? You forget something.
My coin purse! I was gonna buy my mom something nice while I was at the festival.
Oh, I'm a complete dumbass.
Gotta rush home now. I'll see you around. Clyde watched in amusement as the badger stumbled out of the door, whilst tripping on his own feet. He shook his head quietly before downing the rest of his ale.
Jealous, huh?
Maybe. Market District, Sparrow Roost Tavern. Oh, we're still following Sid. Okay. Sid never ran so fast in his life. The doors to the Sparrow Roost Inn and Tavern burst open as the badger fell onto the wooden floor, his chest heaving painfully.
Sorry, Mom, have you seen my... Huh?
Sid was startled to see a familiar hyena leaning over the inn counter with a timid face. Hamish scratched his chin sheepishly, as though he had been caught in an unsightly act. Hamish?
Oh. Good morning, Sid. You doing well?
Sid nodded curiously, as he struggled to regain his breath. Regain his breath, yes.
Yeah, just on my way to the town square. What are you doing here?
Before Hamish could open his mouth, Ilya cheerfully glided through the kitchen door with a thick stack of parchment in her arms. Here you go, Mr. Hamish. All my best recipes and kitchen tips in one organized stack. I never knew you were were such a self-conscious man. Just because your son enjoyed my cooking, it doesn't mean he doesn't appreciate yours. Hamish's gaze darts between Sid and Ilya before he hastily collected the recipes. The old hyena cleared his throat loudly.
Cole has made his opinion heard loudly. Thank you for humoring me, Miss Shriekwood. I'll try and put your work to good use. How much do I owe you?
Oh, nothing at all, my dear. It's quite heartwarming to see such a loving father be attentive to his son's wants and needs. Why, I should be thanking you and Cole for keeping a watchful eye on my little boy and your mercenary company. Sid is a sweet and talented lad. He just needs someone to give him a nudge once in a while.
Mom!
Oh, Sid, when did you get home? I figured you'd be back sooner than later. You've forgotten your coin purse in the kitchen again. The old bird chirped cheerfully as she handed the purse to her son, with a knowing look and a pinch of his cheek. Sid's face flushed. He glanced at Hamish before awkwardly stuffing his purse in his pocket.
Mom, you're embarrassing me in front of my hero's boyfriend.
'Tis my job, dear. Now scurry along. Your friends are waiting for you, aren't they? Sid's shoulders slumped in embarrassed defeat. He gave his mom a quick peck on the cheek before bolting out the door again.
Thanks, Mom. I'll get you something nice for the festival.
Hamish watched the exchange between the two with a quiet furrow in his brow. He sighed quietly, before folding up his stack of parchment and tucked it into a pocket of his cloak.
Thank you for the recipes, Miss Shriekwood, but I best be going. The day is young, and there's much work to do.
Oh, of course. Don't let an old bird like me keep you. Apologies. I do love to dote on my boy every chance I get. I'm sure you understand. Cole is probably utterly spoiled by you lot. Ilya let out a cheerful chirp. Hamish's jaw tightened as he forced a smile.
Perhaps. Though I have to admit it. Cole lacks the sweetness your boy seems to have.
Oh, but I am sure that is just a small bump in the road. Cole seems like a good lad, and you a good father. He is bound to see the hard work you put into him eventually.
That is very optimistic of you.
Hamish cleared his throat and made his way towards the door.
Though, if you'll forgive me, I must take my leave.
The wooden door of the tavern swung open and closed with a cold thud as Hamish left. Ilya watched the retreating back of the man for several moments before letting out a tired huff. Somebody really needs to grab all three of you by ear and sit you down for a talk. Maybe. The town square plaza. Oh, decorated background. I see. I kind of like it. Cole let out a deafening sneeze as he stumbled through the crowded streets of the town square. Malice slithered out of onto his shoulder with a curious hiss.
Have you caught a cold, puny mortal? You must see a healer immediately. I will not have my host die so pathetically.
Cole scowled and flicked the python on the nose.
I'm fine. Someone's probably just talking shit about me. How in the world does a sneeze indicate such information?
It's an old dumb superstition.
But that makes no sense! You mortals grow more confounding by the day.
Yeah, whatever. Cole sighed and stuffed the python back into his pocket, with Malice screaming in protest. He turned his gaze back towards the packed streets of the town square. The place was utterly transformed since yesterday. Food stalls lined the streets with festival decorations and colorful banners hanging from every wall. The delicious smell of fried snacks and festival sweets filled the air, along with the laughs and chatters of children and tourists. Bards and street performers sang and danced with a jolly? Okay. Laughing audience. Okay. Many faces in crowds felt unfamiliar. Most were likely travelers and adventurers who had visited Axia for the Firefly Festival celebration. And here they were, filling the streets with a horde of annoying tourists. Cole stumped his feet and glared at everyone with contempt. Who gave them all the right to be so damn tall? Everyone crowded over him like giants, which made locating Artemi utterly impossible. The night had run off like an overexcited puppy at the side of the festival decorations, leaving Cole to drown in his miserable sea of tall people. So much for knights and their sense of duty. He yelped as someone accidentally stumbled onto his tail. Cole recoiled and hugged his tail close, desperately trying to push his way through the wall of bodies.
Hey, watch it, you piece of shit.
The tail stomper didn't even hear him as he was swept along with the crowd. Cole grumbled. This is why he hated traveling alone. Why the hell did Artemi have to scurry off so quickly?
Boss, are you okay?
A wave of relief washes over Cole as a sound of a familiar voice. He let out a triumphant yell and jumped into Sid's arms with glee.
Whoa, boss, what's going on?
Dude. Let me ride on your shoulders. Oh.
What?
He, gripped his arm pleadingly. I've been stepped on at least a dozen times since I got here. A tall guy like you would never understand the struggle. Come on, man. Adventurers are supposed to help those in need, right?
I'm in need.
I fucking hate crowds. Yo, same, though. Despite Cole's snark, Sid felt a sense of amused satisfaction fill his chest.
You're boss. I got you.
Okay. Ah, that's much better. I can finally see. This is why it's so nice. It's nice to always have a tall, buff man on your payroll. Why couldn't you be here earlier? Sid couldn't help but chuckle at their ridiculous position. Cole's hands felt warm as the small hyena leaned atop his head and absentmindedly caressed his ears.
Sorry, I was busy trading with Clyde this morning when I had to rush home and grab my coin purse. Funny thing, I ran into your dad while I was at Mom's tavern.
Cole's eyebrows perk up curiously.
Papa was at Sparrow's Roost? No, I meant Hamish.
Hamish is not my dad. The sharpness in Cole's voice was startling. Sid gulped and decided to drop the subject altogether.
Anyway, did I miss anything while I was away?
Not much. Artemi ran into the crowd like an idiot, and I've been searching for her since. A bitter twinge flashed across Sid's chest, but he swallowed it back down with a smile.
Well, this is our first festival after all. It's natural to be excited.
Knowing her, she's probably gonna get mugged or pickpocketed again. Maybe we should get one of those child leashes for her. Did she forget that we have a job to do today? Oh my god, it's just so cute. I'll end the part here though, so I'll see you all around.